Hello, folks, and welcome into the DroneNation pre-show here tonight on December 15th here, getting pretty 10 days away from the big holiday here in the U.S. and all around the world. Christmas is, of course, a universal holiday here. I gotta mute my sound over here, get my echo going over here. So I gotta mute my sound over here, get my echo. Still got an echo going someplace here. And here we have coming in to the stage here, we have Marcus Crawford here live. We're live on the air tonight. And Johnnie DroneFlyer live here. And I got a sound source going here.
We're early. We're 5 minutes early.
I see that.
Well, we start up here. I want to say, invite all the folks in the chat. Johnny's, I think you said, is 37 people in here. We got USA DroneFlyer. That's Captain Joe America. We got Warren in here. We got Bud Bieber, Tanya Gale, Lou Drone Angels under the drone. 2735. Johnny, of course. Who else we got here? DD
Dre is in the house.
Drone Oki's here. Let's see. George Kelly here with us tonight. Hello, George. Let's see here. David Martin Graff is with us tonight. John Coopy. John says, rest in peace, DJI. And Lauren's in here with us. Hello, Lauren. Hope your house refurbishing is going well tonight. Mike Wright from the great state of Texas is in here with us. Recovery Drone Dre from out there in the West Coast. He said had an echo last week. We always got echoes around here. We pay extra for that echo. RJ Redding's with us. Flying Flynn Media. It's John Flynn up there. Hey, I got a secret for you. John Flynn flew a Neo 2 for the future. His Christmas gift is a Neo 2, but it flew already kind of from the future. That's the kind of the first time we've seen that in the video.
Yeah, he had to try it out.
John Flynn does not mess around. He doesn't screw around, man.
He flies from the future. We got Bill Grayson here with us tonight. Alex Escardo's in here with us tonight, all the way from Miami. And Miami, we're going to talk about Miami here in a second. They're on the big Monday night game. And let's see here. We got Buckeye Drone here. Welcome in. That's our good friend Rick. What's Rick Williamson, right?
Rick Williamson, Mr. Buckeye Drone.
He gets all over the place, right?
He is a driving fool. Rick is. He drives all across the country.
We play that song "Traveling Man," but they would take the show down if you did. I said Mike's in here. Richard, our good friend Richard, up in upstate New York. He's in here with us today. Hello, Richard. I wonder if it's cold. Richard, did you get some of that cold, snowy weather that we got down here in New Jersey this past weekend? USA DroneFlyer saying hello to everybody. 107 Drones is in here. Yeah, we are. We're early. We're trying to keep you on your toes. And you're part of, I think you may be part of one of the stories tonight. So stay tuned.
Barkley is? Barkley is newsworthy?
I think he's going to be part of the story tonight.
Oh.
And Danny Kennedy Drones is in here. Now, Danny sent a real nice message last week about how he was a little late for the show, but he watched the replay and he really enjoyed the show. So I want to thank Danny for his continued support.
He's in Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, down there in Atlanta. I heard that's the busiest airport in the U.S. Skyfly Network's in here with us tonight. Hello, Skyfly. Let's see here. Did I hit everybody yet? We got a long list here. So I think we got everybody following here. So and it's 8:59. So it's almost time for the start of the real show. Now
the real show is going to start soon.
This is the pre-show. Oh, Richard came back. He said 5 degrees in Western New York and then lots of snow. Good. Well, we were down to 24 last night, Richard. We had maybe an inch or two of snow even down here at the shore. So, yeah, it's crazy out there. But what I was saying is DeMarco Moore, I think he's got basketball practice again. You know, he coaches those kids. So he will be in here a little bit later. And he did send his Monday Night Football pick in. So we do have that pick, sealed in a jar here. So, we're going to go that in a minute. But are we ready to start the show tonight, guys?
Hey, did we mention Ted Bowman? I see he's back from Mexico. Ted's back in the.
I don't see Dr. Ted. I don't see Dr. Ted. Oh yeah, there he is. Sorry, Ted. Yeah, you see he's back from Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, down Mexico way.
He was partying like a rock star. Yeah, más cerveza.
Cabo or something, huh?
Yeah. Tequila, cerveza. Yeah.
They got that tequila down there, I believe, don't they? Okay, enough of that talk here. We're going to start the show off. 3, 2, 1, and welcome into Drone Nation for December 15th, 2025. This is a special NeoNation tonight where we're going to deep dive into the Neo learned a new trick in the past week, and we're going to get into it here. I have two gentlemen who have thoroughly tested that out this past week, so that's going to be a big part of the show tonight. But we're going to jump right into DeMarco Moore's Fearless Monday Night football forecast. And tonight we have the Miami Dolphins with a record of 6-7 versus the Pittsburgh Steelers with a record of 7-6. Now the Steelers are giving 3 points at home here. Now I do have to say the Dolphins are on a bit of a win streak here, Johnny. They've won 4 in a row, but they beat some questionable bottom of the barrel teams like the Jets and some teams don't have many wins. But if they're on the uptick here, and the Steelers are of course leading the AFC North, bucking for a division here. I'm going to give DeMarco's pick a second. I'm going to let Johnny make a guest pick tonight here. What are you thinking between the Dolphins and Steelers?
The Steelers. I think the Steelers are going to win. Well,
DeMarco also picked the Steelers, and Bill the drone reviewer, who's going to miss the game tonight because he's going to the Panthers hockey game, is also picking the Steelers. So it looks like across the board there, and the score is 0-0 now. So we'll keep you updated. But
that means when we all pick the same.
I was going to say almost all the football talk, but we're not going to end the football talk. Johnny's New Orleans Saints actually won their second game in a row yesterday. So Johnny, break up those New Orleans Saints. They're on the way, buddy.
Saw that. Yeah, Captain Joe texted me that. Well, he called me yesterday. He was telling me I didn't see I did see the score pop up, but that's 2 in a row.
Won the last second field goal. They're
only won. I think that's their fourth win, maybe. I think.
But second in a row though. So
no, that's a big accomplishment when you took 12 games to win 2. You
got to start someplace, Johnny, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So okay, enough of that business there, whatever. Oh, wait a minute. Alex has a comment in the chat here. He said the Fins will take any win, but typically not on Monday night. So he did. Even our Miami man didn't have confidence. Marcus, you have a thought on this?
Well, I saw that Tanya entered the room, so I didn't want to.
Tanya was here earlier. I shouted her out earlier. She was.
Oh, you did? Okay. I'm sorry.
But she may have left and came back. She's one of the early people in here.
She just texted me a few minutes ago. She got a tariff bill from FedEx.
She wondered had I. Yeah, that's kind of There's been a few.
Yeah, I've paid my tariff. This is a part of the agenda, but I didn't tell you guys this. This is secret information. Of course, when I bought the Mini 5, I paid my $40 tariff, right? And I knew that ahead of time, right? And the day before the drone arrived, I got a thing in the mail. Johnny did similar. I think FedEx or whoever sent me an email, right? And I had to pay the $40 right in the spot. They got the credit card out and paid it right in the spot, right? Well, about a month later, I get another thing in the bill. Bill says I got a late fee for my tariff. I had to pay another like $4 or whatever. And I'm thinking, I paid the day you sent me the email. I paid it, and even says on I got 2 vouchers, the original voucher. I said it said I paid it, whatever. So how did somebody figure out a month later that I owed a late fee of $4? And I was going to call and make a fuss, but I said, wait a minute. An hour of my time was talking to somebody. I'd rather pay $4 than be on the phone with somebody for an hour. So
sad but true.
I just paid it. Yeah.
No lie. You'd have went through an automated menu about 10 times and tell the story about 3 or 4 times of 3 different people. Yeah.
And it's not worth $4, Johnny. I just paid it.
I would have to agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
we're seeing in the chat here, a lot of people got a tariff bill from FedEx. So, Johnny, how big was yours?
Tariff. For Neo 2, he had to pay $9 tariff.
Well, I had got something from like $36, and then I actually paid it, and then I got a refund the same afternoon. So I don't know what it was. I know John Flynn had somehow when they went to pay his Michigan tax, they wouldn't accept it from the seller he bought it from. And then he paid it and they refunded him. So I don't know if it's a tax or is it a tariff. I mean, I don't know. It's some people have gotten tariffs and some people haven't. So it's all over the place.
Tariff Nation here.
Yeah.
Folks,
I just want to say that I have not yet got any kind of tariff bill. And let's see, I bought the Mavic 4, the Mini 5, and the Neo all came from. Let's see which one of them. I think the Mini 5 I got from Japan. The other two from Korea. So
we got the Mavic 4s from Japan.
Oh, that could have been. Yeah, I know. I got one of them from Japan and the other two from South Korea. Not North Korea. No.
Well, maybe Kim Jong could send you a few drones over, huh? But anyhow, folks, I'm sorry. We really can't help you on drones and tariffs because we're still confused ourselves, right? I mean, I got no answers why or what. Here's this. I don't even know this for a fact, but here's what it seems, Johnny. If you get free shipping on a drone from South Korea, we'll just say Asia, you get free shipping on a drone from Asia, you're probably going to have to pay a tariff. If you wind up paying like $4 for shipping, whatever, you most likely you don't wind up paying a tariff. So in other words, you're paying it one way or the other. The shipping fee is tariff.
Ron, I think you're onto something. So I always paid shipping bills on all of them, and they were significant. So I'll bet you they paid that tariff up front.
And most of them said that later, but early for the Air 3S, it wasn't like that. No tariff and free shipping. But on a Mini 5 Pro, that totally did change. And on a Neo 2, it changed. There was a lot of sellers that said tariff free, but they did charge anywhere from $25 to $30 shipping. And so I don't know. Yeah, Ron, call it a tax, call it a tariff, whatever. But at this point, hey, we just let it get drones,
You know how to avoid paying a tariff? Buy a Sky Rover off of Amazon. Oh, yeah, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, but they're coming back, Marcus.
They are.
Johnny, that's a big story coming up here. So
yeah, that's a big story. You're giving away all of my secrets.
Let's go to the number one story here now. I got the people writing the shit here. Marcus and Johnny now fly their drones with only their watches. These guys have given up flying those old controllers anymore. Who needs a controller? The DJI Neo, the Neo 1, the Neo 2, and the Flip all got updates via firmware and fly-up updates that allow you to control your drone with I was going to say only your Apple Watch, but not. I'll just say Apple Watch now. And I haven't tried this yet, even though I haven't seen anybody make a video on a Neo or Flip yet doing it. But Johnny and Marcus have both tested this firmware update out with their Neo 2s and app up firmware. Got to be a combination both here. And I'll let either one go first. Both of them have videos up for us. If you want to see the full videos, you can go to the channels and watch them.
Go to Johnny's channel.
Mine was
Johnny, I think you were the first person I saw.
Sean Air Photography. He did a really good one on it. Marcus did a.
I think I saw your video first. You may have been the first one. So Johnny, tell us your impressions of how the experience went for you.
Well, you know what? It's kind of neat. And Marcus and I talked about it. Ron, you and I know Ron, you sent something that day saying they had an update. So I did the update real quick. And what it is, you get to do the quick shots features of the. You can't actually. You still have to. You need your phone to take off to get it going, and then you can switch over to your Apple Watch and do some of the quick shot features, which is pretty neat because I guess if you were maybe I don't know what, Marcus, maybe doing a bike trail or something, you wanted to change something, your phone was in your pocket or whatever, but I say it's kind of, I don't know, I'm not gonna say gimmicky, but it is a neat feature and could be used under the right circumstance for sure.
So it works in conjunction with the phone app, right?
Yes.
And you told me an important thing too in the phone. You said that you have to make sure that the Fly app is downloaded to your watch.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, Ron, I don't want to change our subject, but put Bill Grace's comment up. I think it's important. We don't need to talk about it right now, but it's important for people to see it, I think. But I will agree with Johnny. I'll be honest with you. It's a gimmick. I did some quick shots and stuff with my watch. Like Johnny said, if you're on a bike and you want to change whether the drone is near or far or whatever, it might be handy to be able to just do it on your watch.
Marcus, maybe if you were swimming, out and might be you could do it with your Apple Watch, put the drone up, and
your Apple Watch is waterproof, so
yeah. So that might be, but it's I don't know, it's just something different, Ron. Marcus always says DJI comes up with something, but Marcus, didn't that drone was able to use the watch years ago, or was that a DJI drone, or was
I used to have. I had a Hubsan. I think it was a Hubsan 501 that you could buy a watch, like
okay,
watch for it to fly it with. And I had the watch, but it's one of those things. I used it one time and never touched it again.
Hey, it's another option, and that drone can fly with so many ways. You almost get confused.
I'm closing in on 70 years old. I can barely see the script on my iPhone, let alone on this little watch. So,
Marcus, you need a jitterbug watch.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny, I think I asked Marcus. He didn't quite know. Johnny, can you actually take the drone off with the watch, or does
I don't think you can. No, you have to take off with the app on the phone. Yes.
Yeah, and then once it's in the air, then you can perform certain functions. Yeah.
So that's kind of the point that I think is important. You got to have your phone anyway. Yes. So if all you're doing is launching a quick shot, wow, it's right here. Why are you going to mess around launching an app on your?
Yeah, well, I mean, we talked about this a little bit on the phone, Marcus. If you're a drone review channel, that means nothing to you. But what if you're a YouTube channel that's got nothing to do with drones, and you don't want to have this phone out looking like you're operating a drone? You just want to get the shots of you, but you kind of want to be cool and not look like you got a controller or a phone out.
So what you're saying is Johnny and I are not cool. That's what you're saying.
How many times have you heard the media say drone channels are cool? Drones are cool don't usually fit in the same sentence.
Well, if you want audio on your video, well, then you're gonna need your phone anyway to hold it to record the audio. So if you put
that's a great point, Johnny. I didn't even
not if you have your wireless mic hooked up to the phone.
Well, you could, I guess, but if if you're holding your phone, you might as well just control the drone with your phone. But it's another.
And some of those social media people, they're not necessarily they're not making a drone video. They're not trying to narrate their video. They just want to have a circle around them and then add some music to it, whatever. They don't always care about audio.
So, Rod, let's also remember that it also works on the original Neo and on the Flip.
And I said that right off the top. I haven't seen anybody do that yet. Everybody does it with the Neo too.
You're right. I haven't seen anybody do it with the Flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. KC Crime Fighters.
KC Crime Fighters has a comment on the watch. Oh, he did it. He did do it. It's pretty cool.
Connected with the glasses. Yeah.
I was able to do the commands. Oh, it's smart glasses. Oh, wow. Yeah.
You know what? I did the lawnmower cutting the grass, and I guess it picked up the lawnmower from my pocket because I had my phone in my pocket. So I don't know. It's kind of gimmicky, but hey, you know what? Just another feature of DJI. There's something different,
So you guys won't be getting rid of your drone controllers then.
No.
Definitely not. DroneNation is asking about voice control. I've seen people use it. Yeah. Again, I've never used it. I'll tell you what is significant is the hand gestures, I think. So, Johnny, let me ask you this, and I've not tried it, and I need to try it one of these days. If, say, you were on your e-bike and you're riding along and you've got the drone in front of you, can you then, tracking you from the front, can you use a hand gesture to then move it around to the side?
At the same time you're tracking.
If you could ride your bike with one hand, I guess you could.
Well, you can.
No, I would think that it would activate.
You can walk and chew gum at the same time.
I would think
that may not be legal in Louisiana, Marcus.
Oh, that's true.
Hey, listen, Johnny, before you answer, Marcus, I want to bring a big name, a guy in from the back room here. Coach Moore just arrived back from the gym here, and he's probably getting a couple Gatorades, but he's coming in center stage here. There he is, all the way from the heart of Arkansas. Coach Moore.
Sorry about that.
He's grabbing his mic.
Heck. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello. How did practice go tonight?
Good. It's always fun to watch 67th graders sort of fumble the ball.
Yeah.
You mean they don't have the handles yet, as they say?
What was that? I'm sorry.
I said they don't have their handles yet.
No. They're all sort of new playing.
DeMarco, make them walk around school with the football. You know, like yeah.
Yeah, no. Anyway, go. Hello, Marcus.
Well, while you were out, we gave your pick of the Steelers, and of course Johnny even made his guest pick, and he went with the Steelers also. So Johnny's backing you up tonight.
How about Marcus? Who did he pick?
I picked the
fish,
the New York Dodgers. I don't know.
That's the Brooklyn Dodgers.
DeMarco, so far we kind of mostly talked about the little Neo, and it got the ability about a week ago with a firmware update and an app update combined to bring the ability to fly that little drone with your Apple Watch now. And that's we talked to some toy drones that have had watches before, but as far as I know, this is the first kind of good drone that's ever been able to operate on a watch. I know you don't have, well, I won't say what you don't have. Yeah, because I know. But you probably haven't got a chance to try this out yet. But what's your just impressions from afar of the ability to control and do certain, not everything, but certain things with the watch?
No, you know what? I saw Marcus's video post. I have not seen the video. Sorry, so I'm a bad drone enthusiast. I've been busy. I haven't seen it yet, though. So I was going to ask. Sorry, Chad, you talked about this already. What can you actually do from the watch? Launch it?
What you can't do is launch it.
What?
What you can't do is launch it.
What? Anything else?
Well, Johnny could do the tracking with it.
You could do the quick shot features.
Quick shots.
Really is, is about what, is the extent of it, I guess. Yeah.
That's it?
You can activate the quick shot. Yeah.
And the tracking.
The tracking, I don't see it. Like you do need your phone to take off. So, yeah.
So here, let's just synthesize this down to one thing. It's just another option that DJI gives us. And it's fantastic. It's so cool that they give us so many different ways to control that drone, right down to the hand gestures. So while it may not be useful to me so much or Johnny, it is. I'm glad that it's there because, like Ron said, there probably are people that will use it. So yeah, just another. That's
Mark,
what DJI does.
You mentioned voice control a little while ago. There's another way, and like you said, even though the voice control, watch control may not be up for us, but for somebody that may be their preferred way of flying.
Yeah, I saw Sean Air Photography was using voice control, and I didn't even think about using it. It looks actually pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I never tried the voice control either, Marcus. Yeah.
Okay, we got to try that out now. Brad Henderson says, I think as a biker or runner, it could be good. Yeah. I mean, again, these, the more stuff they can put in, somebody's going to be able to use these features. So,
yep.
But I guess we're going to summarize up and say, don't throw your controllers out quite yet, right?
Nope.
I was sort of hoping you would say that it uses your watch as a beacon, but I guess not.
Sort of. Yeah.
Sort of.
So like if you were on your, like we're talking, Brad Henderson said a runner, or you were on a bike, you could, with your watch, you could say, go further away or come closer in or go higher or go lower. And then you can tell it to change the aspect. Now, I've not tried it, but we're having people that say you can. You could also use the hand gestures to move it to the side as well. So there's again, it's just another bit of functionality. Ron, you talked about controllers, so I don't want to miss this. You can fly this drone with the RC2. You can fly this drone with the RCN3. You can fly this drone, I believe, with the RCN2 as well. Am I correct, Johnny? I'm not 100%.
You could do it with the Neo 1, but I don't know about the Neo 2.
Maybe not. Yeah, with the Neo 1 you could. But yeah, maybe not the Neo 2. You can fly it with the motion controller. You can fly it with the DJI FPV controller. So those are just the controllers, let alone hand gestures, let alone voice control, let alone your watch. So, I mean, they definitely hit a home run.
You forgot the phone, Marcus, the phone. Also.
And the phone, yeah, that's right. Yeah, thank you, Ron. Yeah, absolutely, the phone. Yeah,
yeah. You'll know. I mean, if you take that drone with you to fly, you probably don't have to worry. You're gonna have the controller to fly with, and you're gonna have your phone. So yeah.
You know, John, I know Marcus too. We always talked about the Neo 1 being the most versatile drone ever. Well, now Neo 1, Neo 2, both in flip. Now they're even more versatile than they were before.
I agree. It got usurped by the Neo 2. So I don't know how far you're going to go. You want to go down this rabbit hole, Ron? But but if you're talking about the Neo 1 and the Neo 2, the Neo 2 is fantastic. The big disappointment for me is the size. It's just enough bigger that it's not quite as portable. You cannot put it in your pocket. And that's why I'll probably hang on to my Neo 1, because that's a drone I can literally put in a jacket pocket and have it track me or whatever. So, yeah.
Cool. No, with this watch, you know, I've been on the fence about the Neo 2, but the ability to use a watch with it, that may put me over the fence, and I may have to put my order in for that Neo 2. I'll use Johnny's coupon code to save me $100 on it now, I think.
Hey, Ron, you missing a great little drone. Pick it up.
Well, I'm not missing anything because it's too cold, windy, and snowy here to fly anyways.
Well, you can fly it in the house. Yeah.
I have a small house. I don't fly inside.
You get in trouble.
I'm an outdoor only flyer, so here,
it's a great little drone.
KC Crime Fighter said he has a pair of Meta smart glasses. The drone will connect to the watch and the smart glasses. You can hear the drone talking to you in the glasses. So that is even another option there. So thanks, KC.
And sadly, those Meta smart glasses are illegal on some cruise lines now.
Well, so are drones too. So are drones too, right? Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
I didn't know that, Marcus. Really.
Now, what's all this talk in the chat about you riding with the kickstand now, Mark?
Yeah, there was after the little Neo crashed into the side of a roof of a little shed. I picked it up, and when I took off again, I neglected to put the kickstand back up. But I heard it scrape once, so I stopped and I put it up. So no harm was done.
Yeah. No harm, no foul.
Well, except for everybody is correct. It could be disaster. Anybody that's a motorcyclist, Johnny knows this. If you make a left turn with your kickstand down, it can literally jack you off of the machine and you could go tumbling.
And Marcus, you know what? You've seen the same way. I know you would agree. I've seen more bikes dropped at gas stations because they didn't put the kickstand down.
That's true.
So, hey, it works both ways on that.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Joe Noki's calling you guys kickstand Marcus and golf cart Johnny. that is some good handles, right? Hey, that could be some T-shirts, right?
They've called me they've called me kickstand for years, Johnny. That's nothing new. That movie, the little midget guy, I can't think of the name of it. Austin Powers. You know, you could use it as a kickstand.
Hey, Marcus, at least they watching your videos. There you go. See, you just did that to see if they watched. See, Marcus was smart.
Attention.
Everybody that commented.
Yeah, that's right.
That's like 30 minutes into the video. So if you watched it that far, that means you did good.
It's about a 16, 17-minute video, Johnny. So.
And Johnny, your golf cart incident happened much earlier in the video, right?
Hey, look, let me tell you, there's all kind of karma. You know, you saw my video of pictures that Captain Joe and I was flying, and he was flipping me off. You know, I was flying. Yeah. Well, let me tell you, today Joe almost cuts his finger off with an X-Acto knife.
Oh,
so no, he got a pretty bad cut, but he fixed it up. So yeah, you got to watch when you're flipping that finger off there, Captain Joe.
Well, see, it wasn't Captain Joe's fault, Johnny. When you talked about gestures, he thought you meant, you know, the normal gestures when you're out driving or something.
Yeah, like American Pie, you know.
He didn't mean when you said gestures, he didn't think you were controlling a drone like Baby Yoda.
Look what Barkley said. 30 minutes into a Marcus video means you're halfway through it.
I make no apologies. I don't. Yeah.
Ding!
Well, hey, Barkley never watched 30 minutes of nothing.
Okay, we're gonna move on to we're gonna move off the Neo here and go to another story here about one of I think Johnny's favorite drones, the DJI Mini 5. The Mini 5 got an update that allows for a couple new things: advanced return to home mode, and it also fixed the tracking issue in city mode. Now I got a little confused here. Sean the Drone put a little video up here where he was testing the feature, and I put a link here. I'm not going to play his video because I haven't talked to him, but where he thought it meant that he flew underneath a abandoned building. You know how Jackie and them always find those abandoned things. So he flew under an abandoned building with a roof on top, and he hit the return to home button. And instead of the drone rising up and hitting the ceiling, it just turned around and went back out the way it came in. And rose once it got outside. But Marcus told me it could do that before. The advanced return to home feature that this update brought was for you said in case of low battery.
On very low voltage, low battery is that's
how low are we talking?
Well, they didn't say. It just said low battery in that's what it said in the notes. And then the cine mode thing. So we need to explain that. So some people were losing their point of interest when they were in spotlight mode, in cine mode, not in normal or in sport, but only in cine mode speed. It would lose the point of interest. So evidently they corrected that as well. Now, Ron,
that's been around a little while too.
It has. I've got a surprise for you, Ron. That I've one of my commenters let me know about, and I've got some really smart people that watch my videos. And this individual was very observant, and he said, on the Mini 5, the green squiggly line in the middle, with this last update, it's gone.
Oh yeah.
And I double checked, and it's gone.
I seen that comment, Marcus. Yeah, I did.
So what that line did is when you were doing a gimbal twirl or tilt or whatever you want to call it, it would tell you that line would be green in the middle when the gimbal was perfectly lined up. In other words, at perfectly horizontal. Yeah, why they eliminated that, or was it just an oversight? I'm willing to bet whoever did the code on that update, it's an oversight, would be my guess.
Well, Marcus, I have a little bit of bad news for you. So I did, I heard about that update. I did the update, firmware update, app updates, and all that. Now I find this with the standard DJI or the cheap control, the RCN3. Saturday and over at the boardwalk, and I had the green line. The green line was still there.
So I wonder. So that's cool, Ron. So perhaps on the app on your phone, it's still there, and just the app on the
smart controller.
On the RC2. Thinking of these names of these controllers on the RC2, because there was an update for the controller as well.
Because remember, you would have been flying it with the Android version of the Fly app.
That's exactly right.
With the iOS version of the Fly app.
Yeah. Okay, man, discovering things all the time. So watch DroneNation, learn something new.
Learn all about green lines here. Now, Marcus, I want to back up a little bit to the smart return to home on low battery. Now, before that update, what was the issue of the drone returning home on low battery? Was it an issue that it corrected?
It was nothing that I ever saw. It is one of those things. In fact, I'm going to pull up the let's see if I got this is for the Neo 2. I had my notes here someplace for the. Hang on here, Ron. I want to read you the exact notes for that drone. Opening it up right now. So let me tell you what it says. So this is Mini 5 Pro version 01.00.0400. Added support for the propeller guard. So we've seen some pictures online of a new propeller guard.
More commonly called prop guards for the
prop guard. So it's a cage essentially. The pictures, they look like a cage.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, and so then the second line is the one you're referring to, Ron. Their exact words are optimized the low battery return to home strategy. Now, how do we know what that means? I don't.
Has anybody been able to test this yet, Marcus?
I can tell you I have not. I haven't got the drone that low. And the thing is, I never saw a problem with low battery return to home before. So would I even recognize the difference if I saw it?
I mean, that's got to be usually it gets really low where it says force return to home, something like that.
Yeah, around 20% that I've anyway, the it also said fixed some known issues, and I think that's where that cine mode thing comes in there, is the fixed known issues.
I mean, when it was on extremely low battery, did it come in hot or something like that, or I don't know what was so misbehaving about it when it was an extremely low battery. I mean, I've seen a drone on a real low battery just try to land where it is.
Yeah, I mean they didn't explain that, and I never noticed the problem either. So, and I've not seen any comments from anybody that they stated they had a problem with low battery return to home either. So I don't know.
Johnny, is your Mini 5 up to date on all its software?
Yeah, but I haven't flown it since I actually did that. I was just reading Lauren said instead of following his flight used to take off, it picks its own flight that uses less power. So I guess it takes the shortest route without going back.
Yeah. So when you're in the optimized return to home,
right,
it will come back and it'll fly back in the same direction that you flew it out. So I guess what he's saying is then it'll pick a more efficient route. So yeah, that makes total sense. That's probably what and that's it.
Okay.
Thank you, Lauren.
Days of just rising up to a certain altitude and flying straight home are over, I guess. Huh?
What fun is that?
That used to get people in trouble. If you were extremely low battery and you had your return to home height set for say 350 feet, you wasted a ton of battery thing just having to go real high for no reason. Sometimes you may have that height set from your previous flight. So these optimal return to homes, they don't waste all that power flying higher than you need. They come back a straight line. If a straight line will be the correct path. Like in other words, I'm out in the middle of the beach. The drone doesn't need to fly up 300 feet or what. Even if I haven't set that, it doesn't need to do that. Yeah.
Right.
No, I said, or what would happen to me, and I don't know if you guys know, like the drone would do an update, and somehow the altitude would get reset to some crazy altitude.
Yeah.
Crazy. That happens all the time. 300 feet. What's it doing?
Yeah.
100 meters is often what DJI will do when it does a firmware update. You'll see your return to home default to 100 meters.
And always check that after an update. Kind of check all your safety features. So
I do now.
Yeah.
Hey, we got an update here on the Hover Air 1 Pro Max 8K for $400. Oh no, Costco's selling it. Good or bad, Marcus? That's a pretty good price, isn't it?
Well, yeah, considering I think the original price was like $699 or something, so that's a good price. However, I think if you need 8K, that would be the one to get. But if you don't think you need 8K, why not buy the Neo 2? It has so much more capability.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Got our doctor friend from Florida here says, any idea when the Vive 360 is coming out? The only thing we heard is it's been delayed, and I haven't heard when it's being delayed to, but I think delayed means we're not going to see it before Christmas. So that's the best guess we can give you right now on that. So Okay, let's jump to another story here. Now, this is, I think I have a little graphic to put up here. Now, we got Johnny here to help out with this story here, and I think even Barkley helped out a little bit in this story here. So let me see if I can get it up here on the big screen here. Can you guys see that? Yeah. Okay. Here, let me get a comment on the screen there. Hold on. This is the V-Copter Mini, and there's been rumors circulating out there that the V-Copter Mini is now on sale at Best Buy. And I confirmed these rumors by going to the website. At My Maze Landing, I could pick the thing up Friday or whatever. Yep. And I could order it and get it on Wednesday. So, Johnny, you reported a little while ago that Barkley sent you photos of a V-Copter in a Best Buy. Did you not?
He did a couple weeks ago. Barkley sent me a picture, and I was kind of I mean, long story. Some people are starting to get those, the ones that bought them on Indiegogo. But up till Ron, up till seeing the post about the letter that they put out, I kind of was, I would say I was kind of teed off at 00 because. They said, I think they said October, November. Now it's December. Of course, for what I paid for the drone, I'd rather have the drone than the money back. I mean, some people are going crazy. They want their money back and all that. But anyway, they saying that this is what they're saying now. And it kind of makes sense. And I'm not going to take up for them. I would blast them I was disappointed. But they're saying they had basically a contract to fulfill.
Yeah, Johnny, I'm going to read a verbatim here. And then
okay, yeah.
Here, this is on one of the V-Copter Facebook groups or whatever. Right. And somebody asked a question, and the V-Copter themselves answered it. And they said, "Hi, Franklyn. To set the record straight, our partnership with Best Buy was solidified prior to any recall, obligating us to deliver a set number of Falcon Mini units. Despite this commitment, we made a point to prioritize the experience of our Indiegogo backers. We set aside inventory specifically for you." And are actively fulfilling orders. The initial batch is through customs with subsequent shipments en route to our warehouses. We're expediting every step to get your orders to you swiftly and are dedicated to making this right. Your patience is greatly appreciated and as we navigate these logistics together. So I thought that was a pretty solid response, Johnny. They really kind of laid out everything that was going on. What was your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, after I read that, I did feel a little bit better. I mean, if they did have a contract, or and of course they didn't know probably when they did that with Best Buy that they were going to have to replace every drone that they built. So which they are doing. So yeah, I would just say, Mike, right? Mike says it. Mike says just be patient. And I mean, we waited basically. I don't know. We placed this. Actually, we were at the South Florida Drone Meetup when we placed these orders.
Yeah.
So, and I got mine. I probably got mine halfway early, but it's a drone that they had some problems with. They're doing the right thing. And I understand what they're saying there about their contract or their, supply to Best Buy. And you can, I pulled it up in my Best Buy. I could go pick it up. Well, if I would have ordered it yesterday, I could go get it Friday morning. So, but I'm just going to hang tight and, got a lot of drones to fly, but a lot of people.
And on those Facebook groups, I see people all the time say they got there. So I don't know what countries people are saying this in, but they are arriving.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, in the Facebook forum, I've seen every day now. Some people are getting them. So anyway, at least I did feel better with that response. Now listen, it could be totally fake, whatever bull, but we waited this long, so just be patient. And if you ordered it, you're gonna get it.
Who knows? They'll be under the tree. I want to go to DeMarco in this. You've kind of followed this saga, the V-Copter Mini, and this summer it kind of got delayed, and then people had it for about a month, and they did the recall on it because of the bad batteries, and now it was supposed to come out and back out in October, November to people who destroyed their early ones, and they haven't got it yet, but Best Buy has it. What's your take on this whole kind of I don't know what you call it here, kind of a little bit of
kerfuffle. Kerfuffle.
Best word yet.
Cluster. You know what? I think in all the years we've all been flying drones, this one has probably been the worst, but it hasn't really been the worst. So what I'm saying, drone will come out and the firmware would have some bugs in it. It wouldn't have some bugs in it. have features of the drone. Like this is the first one that I can't remember that the drone was just bricked. And the reason why I say it's the worst, but not the worst, is it. I mean, some people bought it though, but it wasn't like as wide ranging as like the Mini or the Air 2 came out. Remember when that came out, it was crazy. Like we all had it. But the only people who I know who had it, Iran, I know who had it, Iran, and maybe a handful of others though. So, Marcus?
Well, so my question is this, Johnny and Ron, do we know anybody that had a problem with their V-Copter? In other words, we know that you got the letter. Did anybody's battery blow up, or did anybody?
It still flies perfect today. At least the one, the two I have. But yeah, I mean, I can take it out.
Brick, John.
What's that?
It's flying though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can fly them.
I thought it was brick for some reason. I did.
Well, you can fly it without the app.
Oh, okay.
I mean, which is, you can't do anything, but yeah, you still can fly it. And but they are getting them. I saw on a Facebook forum today that more people had gotten them, but and it's they're probably having trouble getting them in, or I'm not sure. We know the problem with DJI, and so maybe they're having some of the same problems.
And to answer Marcus' question, I only got to fly a couple of times because Johnny and Mike Wright only got mine going about 2-3 days before the recall. But as far as battery issues, the battery in this didn't seem to run any hotter than any other drone I have. The quadcopter, after flying it, didn't seem any hotter than any other drone. So I didn't notice any heating issues.
Ron, what's funny? A guy in a Facebook forum today wrote that he got it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he was in the U.S. or not. But make a long story short, he had the same problem. It wouldn't take off. So when I told him about doing that mid-level calibration or whatever they call it, and he did it and he got it going. So it's even on a new one. It must be the same.
They still haven't figured out that mid-level.
He might have not, he might have not even done it up to the point that I told him to do it, but I'm not sure. But
Recovery Drone has got a good comment about
who does Marcus?
Recovery Drone, my cousin Dre.
Got it. Is that it? No, that's not it.
That's the one. No, that's the one. Yeah.
Oh, well, he's seen me fly before. Yeah. Hey.
Johnny, I made that one video where I was showing how to do that mid-level calibration. I should retitle that video "Mid-Level Calibration" so it can help out all the people that can't get them going.
Yeah, no, and listen, I don't know, the guy might be trying on an old one. I have no idea. I mean, there's so many. That Facebook forum is probably one of the first worst places to look about a review or a drone because. We've always said, if you get on there right now and type something that the Mini 5, leans to the left when it flies, you're going to get 100 people to agree with you, So
yeah. You're right.
That's how those things work.
Those groups of the Wild West. Yeah. Hey, we got a question in chat here, guys. This is by Zen A. Clark 3048. He says, "Is the Neo 2 a good drone? Does anybody want to take that?"
It's scary. No, it is an excellent drone. Yeah, no, it's a great drone.
Johnny, you could confirm that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun drone. It's a great little drone. It's a camera. I mean, it's not even. It's shoulders above the first Neo. I mean,
so we got another guy that Maku G1 is asking about the Neo 2. We've spent probably 20 minutes talking about the Neo 2 already on the show, so we're probably not going to go over all that again, but it is a fantastic drone, and I think DeMarco doesn't, Ron doesn't have one either, but Johnny and I do, and we've had a lot of fun with it.
Well, I plan to order now that they can fly with a watch. It's on my list now. I'm getting down off that fence.
Yeah.
And you never know about DeMarco what he's got in his cart.
Yeah,
he's got the watch already.
What's Bob Casey saying here about Johnny and having a heart attack?
I think he was gonna have a heart attack when he let me fly his V-Copter. He thought I wasn't going to stop. I thought he was going to jerk. Really? Come on, Bob. I'll be bringing the V-Copter back to South Florida. So Bob,
will you bring the Mini? Will you bring the Mini? Will you bring the Mini to South Florida, Johnny?
Absolutely, yeah.
There you go. Okay, another story here. This is featured on the Facebook DroneNation page. This is John Coopy's post, but I put it in the featured post. John recently stopped at his local Best Buy. He went, and when he was in there, he went over to the visit drone department, and lo and behold, the featured drones were there with Snaptains. Is that a Snaptain you have right there, Marcus?
This is look at how it's the same one that was in his picture. Look at how pretty that box is.
And it's hard to see.
Is that 3D?
That's the Snaptain. Let me see if I can hold it sideways. Maybe it'll be a little better. Snaptain P40 Lite.
The box costs more than a drone.
Yeah, no kidding. Look at all those features. Look at all those features. Yeah. Snaptain P40 Lite.
The point here, John was taken aback a little bit because he was typically used to walking into Best Buy and seeing DJI, Autel, all the big names, and they were replaced by the Snaptains.
Let me tell you how good this drone is, Ron. This drone is a copy of a Holy Stone model. That's how good it is.
A knockoff of a Holy Stone.
A knockoff of a Holy Stone. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they do that?
It's so they're saying the HS 900 Holy Stone is very similar, and the Wakera T210 was the original, and both Holy Stone and Snaptain rebranded that drone. And it actually, believe it or not, for this kind of a drone, it flies okay, but I still can't recommend
it. Is it the type of drone you expect to see featured in the drone display at the Best Buy?
That's what's sad about it, because it's not cheap either. I think when you buy the full kit at Best Buy, I'd have to look it up, but it's like $400 or $500.
Oh wow!
So it's not like it's cheap, and there's so many other products. Well, quite frankly, that actually work. So yeah, there's that. Snaptain will probably never send me another drone now, will they?
So I'll go to Johnny first. Does it kind of sink your heart the same way it did John to see how we've fallen so far at basically the only big retailer where we could get drones now? Say DJI drones,
Yeah, because I went by
Marcus second tier drones.
I went in there the other day to pick up something, and they had the anti-gravity in a Contexo. What is it, Marcus? What's that brand called? I don't know.
Insta360?
No, it's Cortexio or
Contexo. Yeah.
They had that. That was the two drones. They had the anti-gravity and they had that drone. That was it. So I mean, yeah, it's kind of, they used to have, at least they would have a Spark in there, up to about 2 years ago.
Hey, I don't want to change the subject, get too far off the beaten back, but we've got some things going on in the chat here. David Martin Graff is saying that DJI has made a deal with the federal government to get their audit done. I have not heard that anywhere else. So Dre is asking him to post the link. That's the first I've heard of that as well. But
that's good news.
That'd be good news. Yeah, darn right.
We could get those Contexes and Snaptains off the drone rack at Best Buy then.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something? Well, yeah, you'd still have the Uyghur Protection Act to deal with, but yeah.
It's always something. Now,
always something.
DeMarco, what do you? Is that kind of sink your heart too, that we've fallen so far that you walk into Best Buy and the highlighted drone sections are Snaptains and Contexes and no signs of DJI or Autel or any of the first tier drone makers from the past?
Yeah, the sad part about it, which we said many times, is that people like us know, but people walking into Best Buy who don't really follow drones like we all do have no idea. And I'm not gonna say that they're getting screwed, but they're getting screwed. But there's so many other options out there, and they're paying $500 for something that's not worth it.
$500 for that little Snaptain drone, where you could buy a similar kit of, say, the Neo 2 and have much more capability.
Hey,
and a better experience.
DeMarco, remember the guy on Drone and Coffee a few years ago? I wonder if he still got his holy stuff.
Wait. I gotta tell that story. I told them both of times. We were on Johnny's show on Sunday morning. This had to be 4 years ago, 5 years
Probably
ago.
3 or 4 years.
Yeah, and I was on, and this guy, just random guy, came into the show. Hey, how you doing? His first time. And he was talking about he loves flying drone. He just bought this drone, blah, blah, blah. He was so excited. And Johnny asked him, oh, what are you flying? And he said, oh, I'm flying a Holy Stone, a big one. It was a big one. And we weren't making fun of him, but we were just speechless. We were just like, what do you say? But like, he loved it, He loved it, so we were happy for him.
When you don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, though, you go into the Best Buy and you pick up the Snaptains. If you just read the side of the box, DeMarco, you read all the features off the side of the box. It sounds pretty good, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But Marcus, Ron, I'm sorry. Think about this. This was 4 years ago, and he had one of those. So the features that they have now, they definitely didn't have them then.
Yeah.
And we had looked it up later, and it was and it was one of the big animals going like that. So the little animals were going so good though. But the thing about which I loved about him is he enjoyed it and he liked flying.
Oh yeah,
great.
Yeah. It's still a great hobby. You know what? He don't know. I mean, maybe he don't know, and hey, maybe he's got a DJI drone now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we're going to move on to another retailer here. Now, here's DJI. They have their celebrate Christmas with the joyful deals up to 44% off. And it looks pretty good until I'm going to scroll down here now. You can see they have a couple of phone gimbals there. Osmo Mobile 7 and the 7 Pro and the regular 7. There's the Mic 2 transmitter. Of course, the Mic 2 is a couple years old now. DJI Power 500 Portable, that's a couple years old now. There's the Power 2000. But the thing is, guys, I don't see the drones here. Now here's more stuff here. I'm scrolling all the way down. And I don't see any drones in this DJI ad here. Years ago, when they would do their holiday sales, there would be drones in there. But now we can buy gimbals and power stations. So even at DJI.com, at least from the U.S., things have gone downhill. Johnny, did you take a look at this? Christmas?
Yeah, because I got like 18 or 20 bucks to spend, and I don't, with my DJI bucks, and I don't really want none of that stuff. But I don't know.
You can always use a good phone gimbal,
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Maybe something will happen. No drones for the U.S. market. Yeah, that's what Dre says.
Marcus, is it disappointing that DJI, every sale they announce from every time there's a holiday sale, there's never any drones anymore? There's just gimbals and power stations. Yeah,
well, I'll tell you, where it really just is sad is that I always, when DJI came out with a new drone or a product that I wanted, like a gimbal or whatever, I would order it direct from DJI for a couple of reasons. One, then you had that paper trail right back to DJI. So you had a receipt direct from DJI, but you also got that 1% rebate, which, added up after a while, gave you a discount and whatever the next thing you were going to buy was. And the fact that we can't do that now, and we're talking about things like ordering, where we're all ordering it off of eBay and whatever. Yeah, we get them. But, Johnny, if you, let's just say for sake of argument, you ran over your Neo with a golf cart, what would you do with it at that point? You don't have any place to send it in to get repaired.
Yeah, no, you're right, Marcus, and that's kind of the one of the worst things. I mean, because even if you do bite the bullet and buy, I know a lot of people have the Mavic 4, and man, you just get a little simple problem that before you could just send that drone back and you get a new one or they repair it, and now it's kind of like you really wouldn't know what to do with maybe a simple fix. I mean, it's not as simple because. And I think that they would truly fix some of these drones or replace them, but they can't get them in.
They're motivated to help you.
Absolutely.
They want to help you, but
Yeah.
they can't because they don't have parts. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's just that you can't get them, and that's what's the disappointing. I mean, yeah, you take a drone like a Neo, it's $159 if you bought it secondary. Well, it doesn't mean so much, but if your Mavic 4 develops a little problem, you're gonna be kind of teed off that you can't get it repaired.
I got a related comment. So I had a commenter on a Sky Rover drone that he had an issue with his drone, and they had him send it back into the same warehouse in Texas that DJI is at.
Oh, wow.
So draw whatever connection you want.
Hey, with the drones too, all it takes is just one mistake and it's over.
Yeah.
I mean, just one look.
Okay. And that's one thing. That's one thing with the Neo, right? But just think about a drone with like my flipping Mavic 4, and I don't know how Ron feels about it, but man, I am bloody careful with that thing. I will not take the kind of chances that I would have in the past. I just don't.
But luckily, Mavic 4 is one of the safest drones you can fly with the optical avoidance, the sensors, and even those you can see the camera view out of even the sensors or whatever. You have so many options for safety on that thing. But
so Brad Henderson has a comment there. He said he crashed his Avata 2 over the weekend. I'll tell you what my experience, and Johnny had the same thing. I emailed them about a problem that I was having with my Neo 2, and they just essentially told me, we want to help. We're sorry, but we can't. We don't have the resources. So I'd be interested. Let us know what they say, Brad. I'd be interested to see if they're able to help you.
I wouldn't send it in. I don't know what he means. Send it back. Well, I guess they told me to send it back. I don't know. They told me not to send my
right.
Neo. They told me not to send my Neo 2 back. Because.
And I think I interrupted DeMarco. What were you going to say, DeMarco?
Just before I forget though, the Power 1000, the one that we all got last year on sale,
right,
is now $349.
Yeah,
$349.
Yeah,
but you might as well just get the V2 because the V2 is only $50 more, $399.
No, it's I'm looking at it right now. It's $699.
Well, they changed by the daily, DeMarco. Yesterday it was $399.
Okay, I was shipped to Texas. Yeah.
See that one down there that I'm pointing to?
Yeah.
The power
2400 watts on that baby.
How much?
Always send it to me. They have it on sale for $700. Yeah.
What's the regular retail?
And I'm telling you, that thing weighs as much as a car. Try lifting it up.
Yeah, the V1 Power 1000 I think it's 38 pounds, so they're heavy.
Yeah, this one is over 50 pounds. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's heavy.
That holiday, so you can get the Power 500, which is more portable.
Yeah.
So, hey, listen, another quick story here. Over the weekend, by all the leaks and rumor people on the Twitter, they claim that the DJI Pocket 4 is now delayed until January. We've been seeing a fury of Pocket 4 rumors. It's got FCC approval, according to the people. But now anybody looking to get that before Christmas said, according to many different leakers, it won't be here until January. So, a little bit bad news if anybody's looking for that. And with of course, the Pocket 4 promised that it would have two different, cameras on or two different lenses. And some people, I heard somebody saying, again, it was going to have a Micro Four Thirds sensor in it. So, I mean, they've got this thing really tricked out here. But how much is it going to cost, and how big of a pocket do you need for it?
Yeah, you couldn't call it a pocket anymore, could you?
How about you call it the side saddle or something? Yeah. So we'll see.
Hey, Ron, you may have mentioned it earlier, but they're also delayed the Avata 360, correct? I think you.
Well, that's what Lauren's been telling us, that there was problems, and that has been delayed too. Now nobody says delayed till when. I haven't heard anybody say delayed till January, but everybody says delayed, and we're 10 days away from Christmas. So I'm going to say it's a real good chance we're not going to see it before Christmas. So and that's all we know. And I got one more story here. We're going to go to Marcus's story about the little Sky Rover quadruple that he went through at the end of last week. But okay, a lot of people saw this video. It was posted on DroneNation. Jake I can't say Jake's last name. Jake Fulis, is that
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a big
Fulis.
poster in the DroneNation group, and I think some other people posted it, but I saw Jake post it first. There's a YouTuber called Jay's Tech Vault, and I actually follow Jay's Tech Vault, who purchased the anti-gravity A1 drone, and he purchased it directly from the mothership with his own money. It wasn't sent to him, and he had signal issues. What was it? Within 100 feet, he had signal issues, right?
100 meters, he said. At 100 meters out, he said he particularly objected to losing FPV signal because, like he said, if you can't see what you're doing, so yeah.
And he wanted to return his drone and to anti-gravity directly, but the company said that they don't take returns. Now, I'm not going to play this video here because I don't know Jay. I haven't got permission to play this video, but I have the link here in the description, so you can go over and check Jay's video out. And for whatever reason, if you don't see the description, just go to DroneNation. I think I've made that, pinned that to the top too, whatever. So I know, Marcus, you have a chance to see this video. Johnny, do you get a chance to see this video at all?
I did watch a little bit of it. And he's not the only person. I think Marcus and I was talking the other day. I mean, a few, of course, like I said, a bunch of people now jumped on that bandwagon about, range. And I don't know. I don't have the drone. I haven't flown it. So it's hard to say. And it depends where you're flying with Wi-Fi, buildings, trees. I mean, so, I would just, hey, I'm sure that he had problems, and 300 feet or whatever is that's not very far. I can tell you that.
And Johnny, Marcus and I talked about this too. Some of the big channels that got the drone sent to them, some of them mentioned signal issues, but they just brushed right over it because when the people were sent the drone, their reviews were almost 100% favorable on most of those. If they did mention signal issue, they just skipped right on by that.
Yeah, I think most people. I know Maztec did a breakdown on, and he did a live. I know John was in that Coop, and we were watching at the same time. I mean, the goggles he said are great. I mean, the way they're designed, and he even said that when he tore them apart, that he said they either stole all DJI's builders or developers because they look very much the same. But they really like the goggles. But as far as the range, I mean, it would be, like I said, it'd be hard for me to say. But I know a bunch of people have jumped on that, saying that the range is terrible. Now, I don't know what that means, but
Well, Johnny, I've heard a couple of the influencers that were sent through, and I heard some of them comment that it's the best goggles they've ever used.
Yeah, and I see DD Fellows says he's gone over 800.
No range problems, he says.
So I mean that's just like anything else,
Yeah, range typically is hit or miss. And Marcus, I know that this isn't a second tier drone by any means. It costs like $15.99 for base kit. But I'm going to say, Marcus, when you review your non-DJI drones, having signal issues is quite a common occurrence, isn't it, for you with non-DJI products?
It's funny because it's hit and miss. It's some of the drones that you would think, you get it out of the box and it looks kind of cheap, and you think, oh man, this is going to be a challenge. Heck, it'll be fine. And then another drone that and I'm not going to name brands, this looks pretty good. Well, then that's the one that has signal issues and FPV issues. Yeah. But it is pretty common. And so the companies that seem to have that licked are DJI. And I know part of the secret to what they do is the frequency hopping. And then Autel. Autel, their range on their drones is every bit as good as what I've seen on DJI. I think almost everybody else falls somewhere short of that. And that doesn't mean they're all bad, but some of them that you would expect to be really good are bad. So,
Hey, Marcus, like you need some of those old school deflectors we all used to buy.
Yeah.
I still have some of those too.
I'll tell you what, the Neo 2 with the RC 2 is incredible. The range, I'm gonna tell you, it's almost scary because you have to come back.
So Johnny, I flew my Neo 2 at the Snake River Canyon, and I went down into the canyon with it, and I literally flew it. It wasn't the range of the connection. it was the battery that you'd run out of battery before you ran out of range.
Absolutely,
so,
I went further than I thought I would go, and then I'm thinking, well, I better come back. And I mean, I didn't lose one signal, but it definitely eats up the battery because it's processing more, it's faster, bigger motor. So
so let me ask you about this, Johnny. So the other thing that I found out is, like, when I was flying out of the canyon, most of it was, well, almost all of it was full throttle, right? Got it pegged all the way, flying down into the canyon. I was getting about 8 minutes flight time out of a battery because it was using up the juice.
Yeah,
man.
I would say, I mean, I would say 8 to 10. That you might get 11. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not very well, but it's we want it a little faster. It's a little bit bigger, heavier, so it's got more cameras. Yeah, so it's definitely, but the range is great on it. And I'll tell you what, satellites. I think I had like 30 satellites.
DJI has also got GNSS down pat. I mean, you get Ron. We talk about the original Mavic 3 a lot. That it was a problem. Well, whatever that was, they figured it out because now they get you turn on the drone and it's got 32 satellites locked.
Yeah, very quick too.
Hey, I want to go to DeMarco here. Did you get to see the video of the anti-gravity by the gentleman Jay's Tech Fault where it had the poor signal?
No. The only one that I've seen so far has been what was a flight path.
Somebody that was given the drone. Yeah. I mean, I think he mentioned signal issues, but not in the detail that Jay did.
I was given this drone, Ron, and
you had no signal issues with it whatsoever.
Yeah, no, that one I did. Yeah.
Okay. No, if it was given to you, you have no issues, Marcus.
That's it. Yeah.
So listen, I want to go to Marcus here for our final story of the night. Now, Marcus put out a video.
Luco, there's quality.
Okay, can you pull the Sky Rover box up?
I'd have to dig it up. I'm not sure where it's at.
So Marcus put a video up last week about the Sky Rover, the X1, and I believe the S1 both. He was disturbed by the fact that he went to Amazon one day and the drones just weren't there anymore. And it wasn't that they were sold out; the listings were gone. And I'll let you take it. You did a little investigative work at that point to find out what happened to the Sky Rover drones as far as being on sale on the Amazon.
So what was unusual is now and we saw this happen with Specta, which we all know was another DJI clone or whatever you want to call them, takeoff of DJI, clearly using DJI technology. I will say that when they were out of stock, it would just show unavailable when you looked it up on Amazon, but the listing would still be there. What happened with Sky Rover is the listings just disappeared. They were gone, and you'd click on the link and Amazon would say, oops, I can't find that. So that had me worried and made me think that, doggone it, here is another company that, we're starting to get kind of excited about, that's putting out some really nice quality products that do everything they say they're going to do, have the features, talking about control signal and all that. This one is essentially it's very similar to a Mini 4 Pro. I'll just put it that way, if not an outright clone. So when it disappeared, I thought, man, okay, here's just another company that's thrown us under the bus. We buy these products and then they just disappear and we'll never hear from them again. Well, I have a contact there. I purchased this one myself, but the S1, the little brother to this drone, they sent me for review. So I have a contact, and I emailed her immediately and said, hey, what the heck is going on? Because people were asking me, right? I put up these videos and I have affiliate links in there, and people are asking me, well, why, what's the deal? So I made that video, Ron, because I was feeling pretty discouraged. I was feeling like, man, here's another company that's just selling us down the road, and you're left with an orphan essentially. Well, I heard from them late yesterday, and what the issue is with the name Sky Rover, they had a trademark challenge to the name Sky Rover.
Mhm.
And probably shame on them that they didn't research it more before they named it Sky Rover, but whatever. They assured me that they're still in business. They're going to be back. They're going to have to change their name. So it'll get rebranded to something that we don't know what it is yet. People that, if you pay much attention, there's another identical drone to this called the Sky Annie. So maybe that's what they were thinking of. That's kind of a dumb name, so I hope they don't choose that one, but we'll see what happens. In any case, they're coming back, and that made me feel better that they're not just abandoning the market. And by the way, the other thing that I'll say is I know a few people that have had service issues and have had really good response from them too. They say the customer service is good. So yeah. Anyway, that's about
Marcus,
the
get a hold of them again and tell them that they can call it the DroneNation Rover.
Interestingly enough, I'm glad. Yeah, I thought of that too.
It'll be the official drone of the DroneNation show.
Yeah, the official drone.
All the panel members will get one for free.
There you go. There you go. Well, one of us already has. The little brother to this one. Oh God, you made me forget what I was going to say, Ron. I had a very salient thought there. I'm an old man. I forget stuff.
So Marcus, quick question. If you can still get a DJI drone, I mean, like, even though we get it from South Korea, Japan, so would you suggest buying that over that right now still, or
depends on
you got to fly that with the phone still,
depends
right?
on your budget. Depends on your budget, Johnny.
Gotcha.
So this is essentially the same thing as a Mini 4, and you're absolutely right. They do not have a controller, an all-in-one controller. You got to use your phone on the controller. So if you can deal that, they had the Fly More combo for like $659, something like that. And you can still get it on their website. By the way, if you go to Sky Rover's website, you can still buy one. So they still sell them there, which I'm not sure I understand that. But it's a value proposition at this point. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you have the money, buy the DJI equivalent. I would, because there's more features and other things. Another caveat, the S1, which is the little brother to this, is only about $20 more than the Mini 4K and has a lot more capability. It'll shoot in 4K, 60 frames per second, a little bit bigger sensor. It'll do tracking. It has a lot of features built into it that the Mini 4K does not.
Marcus, have they have updates for that yet, or no updates? Or how does that?
So they did on the S1. There was an update, and they added. Gosh, I'm trying to remember all the stuff they did. They made the sensor into a quad bear sensor for photography, and they made it do vertical shooting. I cannot remember what else was involved in that. This one, though, Johnny, I bought this back in July, I believe, and I've yet to see a firmware update for it. But it flies great, so no,
that's good. It's another option, you know.
Yeah, I flew this guy today.
And Mark, you talk about the value thing. You mentioned the price of $600 and some for the Fly More combo, and the DJI Mini 4 Pro, just the single bundle, it was $759, and we thought that was a DroneNation deal today. So you're getting your whole bundle for like $100 less than buying just the DJI Mini 4K on Amazon.
Right. Yeah. So it's a good deal, and there's a few. It doesn't have some of the features like. So it'll do like this one. The X1 will do waypoint missions, but it will not do a waypoint hyperlapse. It has hyperlapse. It has course lock hyperlapse and free, I think. But it doesn't have a waypoint hyperlapse like the equivalent DJI drone does. So there's just a few things like that. Like you go into the quick shots, there's a couple of the quick shots that are missing off of this that are on the Mini 4 Pro. I'm trying to remember all the details, but there are a few little things that are different.
Marcus, do you have the new Mini 5K that DroneNoki's talking about here?
I don't know about Mini 5K. We've heard. I've not heard anything about that. So We've heard rumors about a drone, a DJI drone called the Lito, Lito, and that's the one that I suspect may be like the Sky Rover S3 and may replace the Mini 4K.
Because the Mini 4K is a little bit long in the tooth now, right? It's a couple years old.
It is. The Mini 4K is essentially a Mini 2. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
A better Mini. Well, remember when that first came out, remember all the heat that it took because everybody was saying it was just another Mini 2. That drone was one of those drones. It's popping out, but it was a very controversial drone when it came out. It was a hated drone in Mini 4K because it did. People said it was the same drone as the Mini 2.
Yeah.
Why sell? Their complaint was why should DJI sell two different drones? I mean, it's the same drone under two different names.
Yeah.
Course,
yeah. Well, I
think who's going. There
was a big price difference. So if you look back at what the Mini 2 cost when it was new, and then the Mini 4K, the Mini 4K was clearly a bargain leader drone to get people into the hobby. The one to get you through the door.
And of course, the
gateway. I was saying the gateway drone.
The
gateway drone.
It was
the consumers were thinking by the name it was a step up for the Mini 2. There was a more advanced model, and it wasn't. David Martin Grass asking is curious if DJI will release a firmware update for the Mini 2 to be compatible with the RC Pro 2. Now
I wish they would.
We said the same thing for almost a year. Well, not a year. Ever since it came
Neo.
out.
Yeah.
Why does it work with the Neo 1? Because they're both OcuSync 4 products.
Yeah, I wish they would, but I suspect. I wonder if they're worried that you're flying a $200 drone with a $1,200 controller. I'm not sure.
You're flying the world's smallest drone with the world's biggest controller. Yeah,
well,
I'm going to say, David, I doubt it because, again, the other two drones, Neo 1 and Flip, have been around a long time. And they never bothered to do it with them, so I'm gonna guess no.
I wouldn't think it would. Well, I don't know. You say you never know if they can put it on a watch. Hey, are they gonna put the Sky Rover on a watch, Marcus?
No.
Oh, I was gonna order one then.
Well, I'll tell you what I think. I think we can expect some things about whatever Sky Rover, whatever they change.
I agree. I think they'll have a smart type controller because
I bet you they'll come up with a smart controller, and I bet you they'll advance to maybe even some bigger drones.
Yeah.
But for right now, if you buy a Sky Rover, you get a better price, a better deal, but you're missing some of the extras you would get for the DJI products, like
that is absolutely
controllers and so on. So you do sacrifice but then none of that stuff means anything to you. Like the problem with the smart controller is I love smart controllers as much as the next guy, but the guy out there searching for a bargain drone doesn't want to buy a smart controller that costs more than his drone does.
That's correct.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, the drones that fly to the RC Pro 2 now, I would say kind of you got the Air 3S, the Mini 5, and the Mavic 4. So it's kind of like the top tier drones.
Don't forget the Mini 4 Pro also flies with the.
Yeah. So hey, that's a great controller. So.
Yeah, they keep that controller just for the premium drones, and I see why they do that. But if it's technically possible, why not just have somebody? Why not have a junior engineer just code it in there? So
a couple lines of code and boom.
Yeah. Why hold back just because you want your premium controller to only fly your premium drones and whatever? Because they gotta know the people like the DroneNation fans. They gotta know there's Marcus Crawfords out there that have. From the cheapest Neo all the way up to the Mavic 4 Pro, he's got them all. Why not let them all fly with the controller?
Yeah, it's like think about the Neo too. I'm still kind of confused about the transceiver. Like that why is that on there when they didn't have it on the regular Neo? And it's kind of like
the module.
The module.
To me that module is the reason maybe why I did jump on a drone. Like where I'm not a fan of that module.
Well,
I don't think anybody is, Ron. I think everybody said, well, what the heck? Yeah.
But the range, I mean, we talked about it. It's definitely, it's definitely great. I can tell you that. It's a lot better than I don't really know if I even tried my Neo as far as because it was so much lighter and all. But yeah, we'll see.
But they remember they claimed that even without the module, the Wi-Fi range was much improved over the Neo 1. I mean, like 10-to-1 improved.
Yeah.
So
I was reading mom.
So let me go around. We're going to end pretty soon, Tim. We'll go around the room here and say, kind of like, you right now, or your current favorite drone, or you're recommending Chris's drone. Like, what if somebody called you up and they kind of was feeling you out for maybe a drone to get for the holidays? What would you recommend, Johnny?
Well, I guess it all depends on your budget, but if you was going to go and get the best drone out there for your money right now, is the Air 3S by far.
Still the best, even though it's the oldest of the kind of ones we talked about. Yeah.
Dollar for dollar. Yeah.
Great drone.
Marcus, what would you recommend? Someone trying to feel you out for
well, I'm going to go to the other end of the spectrum. So somebody that's just, man, it's their, maybe not even their first drone, but they just want a drone that they're going to have some fun with. The good old Neo 2. We've been talking about how cool it is. That is an all-around product that will work for a lot of people.
DeMarco, what would you, if somebody was trying to pick your brain for a drone, say to get for the holidays, something like that, what would you maybe steer them to?
I would go with either a Mini 3 or a Mini 4. You can still find them easily. So Mini
Classic
5,
drone.
I wouldn't even tell them that one. Just Mini 3 or Mini 4. Yeah.
Yeah, great drone.
Yeah. How about Bob Dempsey? He's been flying a Neo 1 and 2 with a triple tech tablet, 5 times the size of the drone. So
yeah. Hey, Ron, I thought for sure DeMarco was going to say the Hubsan Zeno.
Oh, no.
Well, he was, but he changed his mind.
I thought he was going to say the FPV, the original DJI FPV.
The potato.
Wait, hold on, Marcus. Hold on. Marcus and I talked about this last week, and we were supposed to talk about it on the show last week. I sent Marcus a video of this guy who dives lakes and rivers, and he pulls up stuff, whatever. And he dived in one of his videos, and he found a drone, and he pulls the drone up. He's underwater, so he's like, "Yeah!" cheering. You hear blah, 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 cheering, and he pulled up a Vizio. What, Marcus?
Vizio 2 or 80 or I'm trying to remember 65 or something like that. Yeah.
We both had back in the day. I think I paid $99 for it, and it's a toy.
A gear drive. Yeah.
And I told Marcus, who's going to tell him that drone was worth nothing?
Yeah.
Worth that. He's like, yeah.
Hey, Vizio used to be a big name back in the day.
We could tell him with a Nano Plus. He could have go find a Nano Plus out there. Yeah.
Well, let me say this about that. That old Vizio drone from 6 years ago or 7 years ago, whatever it was, it actually flew better than those 2 Banggood drones that I recently reviewed on the channel. So it was way better. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we make fun of the Zeno, but the Zeno flew a lot better than those Banggood drones.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, I got a question.
Right here.
Is that a turntable behind you?
Yeah, that's a
bad flyer, Marcus.
It's the one Bob Marley family makes.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
it looks good.
A real nice one. It's wood and it's really designed well, and it plays well. I still have a whole bunch of old albums around.
I got about 1,000 albums. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, look, I was playing some rare ones. Look, here's the Beatles rock and roll album from the 70s. This thing's been out of print for like 50 years or whatever. You can't get this any place except the used record store.
So Ron, let me say this. Just like Johnny, I still have a bunch of vinyl.
Oh, I got a ton.
But the thing is, what I have, I don't think it's any good, because if it was a popular album, I played it to death.
No, it's still good.
Oh, those vinyl wears out.
Look how good a shape these grooves are.
That was pristine. Yeah, that's pristine.
And look, even the inner thing has the Coke has the Coca-Cola thing.
Yeah.
This came out about the time where, you know, American Graffiti, Happy Days, Sean and I were all big.
DeMarco, that's a
They were
record.
trying to jump on the old
What is
50s
that?
thing.
That's a record, DeMarco.
So DeMarco, if you look, hold that up again, Ron.
That's a big CD.
So DeMarco, if you look at those little lines on there, that's actually music on those lines. That's music on there.
He's not that young.
Stop. I had records growing up. So I used to sit there and put on a dough, put the penny or something on. Yeah, I had it. So.
Oh my God.
All right.
Anyway, so Record Nation here. So anyhow,
No, Ron, you got to answer your own question. What's your recommendation?
Right now, I would say, you know, I mean, again, all budget, whatever, but you know, I mean, my favorite drone of the year was the you know, the Mavic 4 Pro, but I could see where a lot of people would be the Mini 5 Pro, you know, especially for travel and stuff like Saturday, for instance. I was walking all around the boardwalk or whatever. I didn't take the Mavic 4 Pro with me because I wanted to be mobile, have my backpack on. I wasn't lugging that big thing around. I had the Mini 5. I didn't even take the good controller. I wanted to be as light as I could. I took the RCN3, the Mini 5. I mean, because it wasn't sunny that day. All Marcus issues about overheating and not being able to see the thing, that's all gone in December. There's no such thing as overheating on the boardwalk in December, and there's always no such thing about not seeing the screen either. So I just went completely late. So again, it's a right tool for the right job now. And somebody mentioned earlier that the Mavic 4 Pro was the first real photography drone, and I could see his point there. If I was specifically going out to do one shot in mine or whatever, and I needed the top dynamic range, the top, you know, pixels and all that, it would be the Mavic 4 Pro or whatever. But the shots I was getting Saturday, I didn't need the top drone. I just needed a good drone. But it didn't have to be the best drone ever to get the shots I was trying to get Saturday. Right. So, but I would say, you know, from what I've heard, because I haven't owned all these drones, some I have and some I haven't. I mean, if you want to go, you know, kind of from the year before, Johnny's Air 3S is still one of my go-to drones. The drone I use for almost all my drone jobs. Mavic 4 Pro, I have that. I love that. Mini 5 Pro. Now, you got, from what I've seen, the Neo 2 is another, looks like it's a real winner. So I would say there's 4 drones. I said Air 3S, Mavic 4 Pro, Mini 5 Pro, Neo 2. I think you can't go wrong with any of those 4 drones. Marcus, you own all 4 of those drones. Could you go wrong with any of them?
No, absolutely not. And that brings me to my next question, Ron. So were you just joking, or are you going to pick up a Neo 2?
Again, after watching you guys fly it with your phones and whatever, I think it's time to get down off that fence.
The reason I'll be interested in that is because you're a better critique of video quality than Johnny or I. So I'll be interested to see what you think of when you get it out there.
You mean when it thaws out and I can fly it in the spring?
Well, that's true. But I'll tell you what, it's, you know, I've flown it in some fairly windy weather and it did okay. So yeah,
it does good. It does. Fun little drone.
Well, some days it's so cloudy I could test low light out in the middle of the day. I don't have to wait for that. I can test low light right out at high noon or whatever. It's so dark some days.
So, you know, the thing is, everybody talks about like the nighttime shots or everything. I was going through the menu on this thing today, and it has a night vision, night mode. I never fly at night. I mean, very, very, very seldom will I ever fly at night. So it's just not something I run into.
Right. I get all those questions about night and whatever, and I have to explain to people, like maybe once a year I get out to fly the Christmas lights over the park or something like that. But I mean, it's just something I don't do. Like as soon as the sun sinks down below the horizon, I'm packing up and going home.
Somebody, I don't know if y'all saw it on Facebook. I guess I think it was on either Fly Phone. I've been drawn. They put the train. He filmed at night. Man, that was a really cool video. I don't know.
Oh yeah. That was neat. Was that the guy in? He was in Great Britain, right?
I think so, man. That was incredible. Yeah,
that was unbelievable.
It looked like a rocket in the way it was. Yeah. It was really nice. I'm not sure what he shot it with.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, we got a last minute question here from Logan Carpenter 2910. He said, "Who got the new 360 drone as any good?" Logan, I have to say, nobody in the panel has that new anti-gravity A1 drone, but if you listen to the influencers who got it for free, it's the greatest drone ever. But if you watch some videos of people that paid for it, it's kind of a different story.
Yeah. So I like what Dre said. I try not to drive at night, let alone fly.
I agree with him.
And Barkley, good night.
I think the anti-gravity drone is going to be okay. I mean, you know, listen, I'm sure they'll do some updates and stuff, and I'm sure the range is, I don't know, people just jumped on what that guy was saying, and it, like I say, it could be where he was flying. I mean, if he flies the DJI, you know, goggles and stuff, right, where he did that same, might have the same issue. So that's what he's got to test, you know.
Yeah. Hey,
hey, you just made me think of something, Ron. We're talking about Christmas drones and all that. You know, I know Santa Claus is in the chat right now.
I saw him.
I wonder what drone Santa Claus is getting for himself for Christmas.
Here he is. That's a good question.
Yeah.
But before we go here, wait a minute. Somebody ordered a Mini 5 Pro combo.
Oh, look at that. So that answered our question, didn't it? Look at that. He answered it before.
Santa money.
Yeah, but where does Santa Claus order drones from?
North Pole. Come on, Johnny. Jeez.
North Pole. Hey, before we go, Johnny, is this the Christmas? Is this the Fly for Fun Christmas show this week?
Yeah, Wednesday night. Captain Ray is still he is on his cruise, so he will not be with us. But I welcome everybody to jump on the chat. I'll put the link in the chat Wednesday night and hop on and tell us your Christmas plans. We'll shuffle people in and out, and yeah, just if you've never been on, don't be bashful. Just come on and we'll just have a good time. We may show some videos. Got some. I don't know. I think I got 3 great prizes, and I got one surprise giveaway. That if you're a drone pilot, you may need this. So, but I'll give. We'll give a prize away about every 15 minutes, and hey, it'll be fun.
Does that include DeMarco too? He's invited.
Absolutely, DeMarco's invited.
Good.
Yeah. Do we have to wear festive holiday gear?
You can wear anything you want.
Ooh, okay.
Just keep
DD Fell says he has some videos of the A1 on his YouTube channel.
No, it'll be fun. But like I say, anybody is welcome to be on. We'll shuffle some on, shuffle some off. But hey, don't be bashful, and we'd love to get some new people on. And hey, just tell us your plans and kind of year you had. And then actually 2 weeks after that, I realized that hey, it'll be Christmas Eve, and we'll do almost the same thing, but we'll just have fun.
DD, what's the name of your YouTube channel?
A1 on my YouTube.
Yeah.
And listen, we're going to have one more Drone Nation before Christmas. We'll be back next Monday, and that'll be the Monday before Christmas. It comes on a Thursday, and then the Drone Nation crew will be taking the Christmas week off. We won't 2 weeks from tonight. We won't have a show. We'll be enjoying the holidays.
The show before New Year's,
and then we'll be back on. Yeah, we'll be back on the Monday after New Year's.
I posted DD's link in the chat.
Oh, thank you for his channel.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Should pop up.
Oh, I got it. Kid just appeared. Yeah,
there you go.
So anybody wants to see the A1, go over, check out DD's thing there, and tell them Drone Nation sent you for an extra.
Absolutely, yeah. He's got
for an extra 10% off.
Yeah, he's got. Let me see. Yeah, go subscribe to him. He's got 48 subscribers, so let's get him to 100.
Yes. So yeah, next week is just going to be a low key show. We probably, unless some breaking news happens, maybe we'll talk about.
DeMarco, look at the score.
I saw it. I'm back on track.
That's making up for the Eagles blowing it in overtime last week.
I didn't bet enough. Can I go back and bet? Let me pull my FanDuel up.
Yeah, DeMarco, that was terrible last week. The Eagles were ahead the whole game and blew it in overtime when dumb old what's his name threw the interception when they were trying to tie the game.
I hate you, Ryan.
You don't hate me. Hate hurts.
Be nice.
Hate hurts.
I know. It's heartbreaking. Yeah.
So, okay, folks. Thanks for coming in tonight. Thanks for your comments and questions and posts and whatever. You guys are great. If you can't make it next week because of the Christmas week, we'll understand. Everybody's wrapping gifts and doing that last minute shopping, running to the malls. Are any malls still open? Most of the malls around me have closed, but
they 4 hours down. Hey, Ron, I do want to say, prayers out to the people at Brown University, and of course the thing they had in Australia, and What else?
Rob
of course,
Reiner.
Rob Reiner. Yeah, I actually have a picture on my phone when he did the Highwaymen. They shot in downtown Hammond, and he was right out in front of the office. They actually paid office and stuff to close down. But yeah, that's sad.
Some sad news lately, huh?
And what was it? Last Monday was the 45th anniversary of John Lennon's shooting.
I know. Crazy. So a lot of prayers. So just keep all those people in your thoughts.
Yeah, especially around this holiday time of year. The shooters can't even take off for the holidays, unfortunately.
Yep.
So stay safe out there, folks, and we'll see you. We'll see you Wednesday night.
What's this about DeMarco buying a new SUV? See that? Hold it, Ron. Before you shut us down, put up Dre's. What's the deal, DeMarco?
You get a new
minivan.
Oh, you got a new SUV, DeMarco?
No.
That's not what Dre says.
Santa brought a new SUV.
A new minivan, maybe.
A minivan.
Hey, have you been to buy a Volkswagen dealership? They have these kind of real cool looking Scooby-Doo minivans.
That's electric. You know what they call DeMarco, Mr. Mom.
I am. Yeah. Drive.
Remember that movie? The movie Mr. Mom?
Yeah, Mr. Mom.
Yeah. With
Michael
Terry
Keaton.
Garr was in that, who
Keaton.
just passed away recently. Yeah.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Anyway, end it.
End it.
Okay. Okay. Are you going to do the music, DeMarco?
Keep her going, Rod. Don't